if the price is death for all we hold in, then let us die without a shred of fear. To be consecrated nation of fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The wave is gone, God which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty. To be consecrated nation of fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The wave is gone, the which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still God is always with me. Yeah, He's always with me. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. To join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. I am the holy land, yeah, where God will always reign, and the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice, yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my song is beside her, that I will lose my life for singing songs, where there is freedom of speech. Mr. Mepho will remind us, yeah, that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we'll meet again, yeah, because we are the children of God. And my brothers will be coming home, yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. We are ready for the moment, yeah, when heaven will come for us. And the world will talk about us, so no one else have to die. All this nation will respect us, yeah. Understand we just wanna go back home. No amount of contest to show, yeah. Cause we all got possessed, and the spirit is in me. My director will return home, yeah. Show us love we used to do before. Beautiful faces I will see again, yeah. We need you, we miss you, and we wait on you. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. Holy, Namekano is another Savior. Holy, Namekano is another Savior. Chamugawa, Biafra, Kadege, we run, baby, it is a the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. Rise. Made it through the sun to home. Gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. Happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uchi Kafome 4. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, he's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia province is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. He's the man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 6 decades now. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I am George Onyibe. George Onyibe is from Agbo. Agbo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And it is a privilege, and I should say one of the greatest honor of my life, that I serve the indigenous people of Biafra in the capacity of the African Rep and the Nigerian Interim National Coordinator, at least at this moment. Without wasting much of our time, we shall be going ahead to appreciate the Almighty Creator, who has given us yet another privilege to be able to come before him in a time like this. We must acknowledge him because He's a guide, the matter both great and small. He's a wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the very primordial influence that drive us in everything we do. His name is Chukwukika Biama. So without him, we can do nothing. And so we must worship him. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma o, ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị, o juru anya anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dị onye dị ka gị, ị bụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na without wasting much of our time this evening, we shall be going straight to our topic, which is simply the game of blackmail. The game of blackmail. You know, in our dialect, there is something our people will always say. They will say, Otalo kanshi, Otalo kanshi. But I do not expect everybody to understand it. And those who know, they know. Like I said, our topic this evening is simple: the game of blackmail and its antidote. The game of blackmail and its antidote. There are people playing the game of blackmail, and there are people who have the cure to their blackmail. When you are involved in the art of freedom fighting, whether the spiritual fighting or the physical fighting, you must be ready to battle the monster with two heads. You must be ready and prepared to fight the two-monstered demon with the divine weapon. Once you see yourself involved in this freedom fighting, whether it is a spiritual freedom fighting, whether it is a physical freedom fighting, you must get ready and prepare your mind to fight this double-headed monster with the divine weapon. And maybe I should look for a way to make you understand better what we mean. There are people who are fighting for salvation. Salvation is freedom. They want to be delivered from being oppressed spiritually. They believe that they have been in bondage. They believe they are living in bondage. They believe they are possessed. So they go from church to church, from pastor to pastor, from afar to afar, from one babalawo to another, to one agamo to another, to one Yehudian and Yahadian and Yagayaga, and to one Buddhist and one, all of them. They walk everywhere. It is so pathetic that some of them will even eat cow shit. Some of them will drink goat urine. There is nothing they will not do to be delivered. No wonder Nigerian pastors and spiritual leaders have been able to design a way to enslave you the more. There is a video trending online, and the Yoruba woman of God was telling the church member, don't you know that when you take Nutri-C, you will go to hellfire or Setiana? The Yoruba woman taking you Biafra to heaven. She was preaching. Don't you know that when you take Nutri-C or you eat Titus fish, that you will go to heaven or Setiana, June 12th? But we are telling you to wake up. Instead of you to activate your reasoning, instead of you to get sense and receive sense from Radio Biafra, you are there, you are yapping, you are intellectual. My foot. But of course, they've lied to you. You will do anything to save yourself. It's a freedom fighting, just that it is in a different dimension. But only those that understand what it takes and what is obtainable, these are the only ones that cannot be bamboozled. That is why he said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. I came back from work one day, I've said this before, but let me say it again for the sake of this very topic tonight. And I said to myself, you have been preaching to people all this while. You need somebody to preach for you. That time I've not joined IPOB anyway. So from my working place, I drive to the nearest church. I was so exhausted that day, so tired. You see, it's written all over me. And when I got to the church, when I got to that church, I sat down on the front row because these were the only chair available. And the pastor was preaching at the moment that the time I came in. He was vibrating and vibrating and vibrating. You can feel the atmosphere very charged. And he looked at me. They knew I parked my car outside the church. And so this must be one of the big shots. So it was time for prophecy. For me, more prophecy. We shall see. And he looked at me. He looked at me. He looked at me. And I understand that look. And I start praying in my mind. Oh Lord, don't let this man come to me. Don't let this man prophesy to me. I may not be able to control myself. Then as I was praying, the pastor looked at me. He said, they are pursuing you. The enemy are after you. Do you know? I was just looking at him. I didn't answer him anything. He said, stand up. I stand up. But in my mind, I was praying for the gift of self-control, the gift of the Holy Spirit, the gift of self-control. I was praying for this gift to begin to manifest in my life. I was praying honestly. And he looked at me and said, no, they are pursuing you. They are chasing you. They are after your life. And I looked at him and I smiled. But is there anybody that they are not chasing? Is there anybody that they are not pursuing? Even the dead have enemy. If you want to know that dead body have enemy, bury your dead one with expensive jewelries. I tell you, the next morning, boys will exhume that dead body from the grave. Because he have made enemy by putting on expensive jewelries to be buried. And so what am I saying in effect? Everybody's supposed to know that as far as you are alive, you must have enemy. But to cut the long story short, at the end of the day, the pastor knew that he was actually delivering a fellow pastor. He couldn't stand me. For the rest time I saw him, he couldn't stand him. Moi, you are telling me they are pursuing me. You get who they know they pursue. And so many of you, because you are in spiritual bondage, you can't get it. You won't understand it. And so you let them to fool you around. That is why pastors are giving some of you bleach to drink. Afar are telling some of you to come and take oath. Look at all your governors in Biafra land. Afar have given all of them oath. Why do you think they can't speak up? Because they think the solution to them to remain your governor and gain second tenure is to go to one mosque and take oath. They think we don't know. It is a way of being in bondage. When you saw Andy Okeke, Kenneth Okenkwo, who was jumping up and down, the living in bondage guy, I wonder why we are not hearing his voice. And now you will understand what you are saying. The game of blackmail. He was there condemning his father and his mother, condemning the whole Enugu people, becoming Buhari people, telling us that nobody loves Igbo more than Buhari. I wonder, have they run out of data? Oh, Setiana. Where is that girl in America? Jumping up and down for Atiku, condemning IPOB. Where are all of you? See, all of una will come out because of IPOB. Una go enter back with disgrace, but una no know where they come from. Una never know. If una know, una go down deliver on herself. But where are they? These are game of blackmail. But it comes in two ways. And for you to be able to get involved in freedom fighting, like I said, whether spiritual or physical, you must understand that you are meant to fight two dreaded monster, or else you are gone. A monster with two wicked head. And then when you are fighting the physical freedom fighting like we are doing today, you must get ready. You must get ready to fight this monster with two heads. with a divine weapon. Spiritual freedom fighters are the ones who believe that they are living in a kind of spiritual bondage. They will stop at nothing in order to get solution, so that their imaginary problem will end up sometime and somewhere. Of course, we have to look for solution. There is nothing they can do to put an end to their imaginary problem. And at the end of the day, they end up complicating their problem without first of all defeating the two monster-headed demons. Those who believe that they are in bondage spiritually, they're fighting for freedom without taking time to study the kind of bondage they find themselves. They only end up complicating their lives, because in their mind, they want to destroy this demon. They want to conquer the very demon they do not even know how it exists. This demon have two heads. The first head is called accusation. When you are fighting for freedom in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual arena, you must first of all stop every voices that are accusing you. No wonder the Bible says, for it is he who accused the brethren before God day and night. He is the accuser of the brethren. That is what they called him. And when Job was an upright man who was without fault, who was upright before God, yet the uprightness did not stop Satan from accusing Job. And Satan blackmailed Job and say all manner of evil. Now you know. So when you are there looking for spiritual solution, look for those who are accusing you for a crime you may not have committed. Because that monster have two heads. One of the heads they carry is called accusation. They accuse you. And the more they accuse you, they have a reason for that. The second head of this monster is that of guilt. It have two heads, this monster. One of them is accusation. The other one is guilt. In any situation you find yourself or circumstance, if you allow that situation or circumstance to make you feel guilty, your enemy will wipe you away. Your enemy will destroy you completely. Let me tell you how it works. They accuse you in order to distract you. The moment they succeed in doing that, you begin to feel guilty. The moment you are feeling guilty, spiritually, when they attack you, they will have you. You lost confidence, you cannot speak up. No wonder the Bible says, for if our heart does not condemn us, then we have peace with God. But the moment you allow this demon to strike you, you become guilty. The same way some of you are guilty. Guilty that you are a member of IPOB because one Yoruba man told you so, not to be there. Guilty because they said IPOB is a terrorist organization and you are guilty to work with terrorists. I'm sorry. So when you are involved in freedom fighting, you must get ready to behead this monster with two heads. But when you are fighting the physical freedom, the same thing is applicable. The two monster-headed demon must be beheaded. This animal, this demon is called the blackmail. The first, like we have said, the accusation. You can see them in IPOB recent operation. Let's take IPOB as a case study. You see, when we talk about accusation, allegation, or whatever they call it, let's look at how it works. I have so many masters and I learned from all of them. One day I was with my boss. That was then. It should be around 1998. The company I work for actually were awarded the contract to renovate the Port Harcourt International Airport in 1998. And while they were discussing on the terms and conditions behind this very contract, I was listening to my boss and the man in charge of the airport engineer section in Port Harcourt Airport. And argument upon argument continued. I was looking at them. By the time we left the office of the engineer, My boss said to me, I said to my boss, what is causing all this problem? He said, don't mind them. And he said to me, look, let me tell you something in your life. What big man does, you know, we have big men in Nigeria. He said, what big man does is that when they are wrong, when they commit a crime against you, they will first of all make you feel guilty, so that you will never be able to say the truth again. You will continue defending yourself until people will accuse you and find you guilty for a crime you did not commit. And he said to me, for instance, you are a driver. In the morning, you are driving your boss out, and you know you don't have enough fuel in that car. And you tell your boss, sir, I don't have enough fuel in this car. Your boss will say, can't we just manage it to the office? You say, my brother, if you know this fuel cannot take you people to the office, tell him, no, I can't manage it. Let him sack you that you tell him the truth. Than trying to please him as if you can be able to meander, it will backfire. He said, because if you know this fuel cannot carry you to the office, your boss may try to impress you and tell you, please, let's see how we can manage it. He said, don't agree. Because the moment you move, maybe even less than 3 poles to the office, 3 electric poles to the office, and the fuel drops you people on the way, you will regret your life. Because your boss is going to tell you, don't you know this fuel cannot take us to the office? He says, I know now, but I told you. And I say, what do you mean you told me? You told me and I told you that if it cannot take us to the office, that you should look for somewhere and buy. And you are telling me it can take us to the office. And you are not coming to leave me stranded here. What do you mean by that? But he was the one who told you. You explained to him. Oh, he will be yelling and shouting. That is to make sure he makes you feel guilty. If care is not taken, your salary will be deducted. They keep you on the defensive mood. Instead of you to say the truth and explain to people how it happened, you will spend the whole day, if not for the rest of your life, trying to defend yourself. You say, as I know it's not me now, but I told you now. Hey, he said, my friend, shut up. Am I the driver? What am I paying you for? You're supposed to tell me can't take you there. Don't mind them. These are blackmailing machineries. And ever since then, I have watched those big men on quote. And believe me, any of them that comes my way, they will never recover. You either run, or when I'm done with you, you will wish you never employed me. If you are my oga, just carry your madness of trying to accuse me. Pack it very well. Because we are men and women of integrity. That is the problem. Because there are people you work with, they feel they are oga, they want to blackmail you, to lie against your head. If you are hopeless, you do not know how to operate, they will disfigure you. But I'm ready for all of them. Oga will commit crime. And he will want to make you feel guilty. He will accuse you. And then you feel guilty. And say, but sir, that is, I say, my friend, shut up. Don't you know what you are supposed to do? Even though I'm not there. It's a lie. It's a lie. This is the weapon of blackmail. That is a monster that must be beheaded. And then somebody may begin to wonder, why are we talking about this evening? But I will tell you. In time past, IPOB has faced the same accusation. We came here agitating. We came here exercising our right to self-determination. We came here engaging the Nigerian Zeus country about our plight in the zoo called Nigeria that we want to go. They came, they opened fire on armed, innocent Biafrans. And after shooting at us, they went to the newspaper, the Yoruba Gota media, and this is what they said. IPOB was fighting Nigerian police with stone and firewood. And at that time, they expect IPOB to begin to deny and say, no, we didn't fight you now. When did we stone you? Did you see us with firewood? No, we didn't do anything like that. And why we struggle to deny, to make the world see that they lied against us, the more they press on it. And then the people who are listening to this conversation will begin to say, after all, why did they stone the police? Hey, they are the cops now. The Nigerian is accusing IPOB of stoning the police and fighting the Nigerian Boko Haram army with firewood. IPOB will begin to fight to make the global community understand that they lied against us, and our people will be blaming us. Why did you even stone them? You see, We're going to spend the whole day, a whole lot of precious time trying to defend ourselves. And then we move from there. They attacked the house of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And after attacking the house of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Brutai said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu imported weapon, that they intercepted the truck entering Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's house. And for them to be able to restore it, that is why they attacked the house. Because IPOB is very dangerous. They came, they killed, they destroyed. But not even a penknife was found in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu kitchen. And all of a sudden, they changed the topic. Then we are waiting for IPOB to deny. It's a lie, it's not a lie, it's a this so. But we understand. This is the monster, one of the head called accusation. People died for it. But are we trying to defend ourselves? The world knows the truth. But it goes on. It goes on. During the election, when we say boycott Nigerian election, the eve of this election, a fight broke out in Obigbo in Rivers State. The fight should be between the Akwa Ibom community in Rivers State and Awusa community in Rivers State. But this morning, they are saying that on that day, IPOB disbombed trollers in Obigbo. IPOB did this, IPOB do that, IPOB. It is another monster. It is striking already. It is called the Black Mamba. It is striking with 7 different heads. Before you know it has beaten you once, it has actually struck you 7 times, except you know how they operate. So when they strike you, go for safety. And now finally, to cut the long story short, IPOB ordered sit at home 30th of May to remember our fallen heroes and heroines. And this was obeyed. Biafrans across Biafra land complied. Even those outside Biafra land complied. And that yesterday, BBC, Igbo, BBC, Britain, CNN, all of them have started striking because they are one of the head of this monster. BBC Igbo was there telling you, do you know that they didn't observe sit at home? Don't you see the video everywhere? BBC Igbo, my foot. BBC Igbo based in Lagos. BBC Igbo employing Joe Igboku of Lagosians. BBC Igbo that can never give any genuine report about us. BBC Igbo owned by the same terrorists that are oppressing us. But you don't know. This is another, the head of the monster striking us once again. But it was just BBC. Why they were doing what they were doing. Our people were rejoicing all over the world, appreciating Chukwu Kikabiama for the genuine compliance of this sit at home. And then this morning, when I woke up, I tried to listen to some of the Nigerian Zoo newspaper, Yoruba Proper Gota Media, not because I want to find out what is really happening. I want to know the next lie that will tell. And lo and behold, I tune into Nigerian Info. And now let's analyze it. Nigerian Info say in their news headline, they say IPOB sit at home was not observed. Let's go and hear from our correspondent. The first correspondent say, yes, I open my shop. I have to open my shop because my oga say I must to come to shop. It's not my shop, but if it is my shop, I will not have been here, but we are selling. Then they go to another one. Yes, sister, why did you open your shop today? What are you doing here? He say, me? I don't even know what is sit at home. I don't even know what they are talking about. Is everybody Biafra? Then they move to another corner. That is the monster's head striking you. Then after they said it, they say the Yoruba person commenting on Nigerian Info now say, yes, as you can see, IPOB sit at home order was not observed. And anyway, we understand there is a report coming that IPOB killed a reverend father in Anambra State and killed 5 people alongside. So the lines are open now. Call and tell us what you see about it. Fellow zoo people, monkey and babu, very brainless individual, hopeless, romantica animals. Call in and tell us what you feel about it. They have strike you. I love it. I love it. But you people will bleed shame and disgrace. You don't know what is coming to you. And the first one called and say, yes, I am Azayoba. I am Pastor Azaya from Buguma. As I'm talking to you, why can IPOB be doing this? How can they be killing people? How can they kill the Reverend Father? IPOB, okay, you want to turn IPOB and Reverend Father against? We will want to fight any of you, we will tell you. Forget about all these things you are doing. When we want to fight Nigerian police or Nigerian army, we will chase you out of your barrack. I swear to the Almighty God. Is it not that place you people have? Is it not that DSS office? When we are ready for you people, we know. No barrack will hold any of you. No DSS office will hold any of you. No native doctor, no babalawo, no church, no ifa, no nothing will hold all of you. We will tell you on this platform and say we are coming for you. This is what makes us a man. Foolish people. Hey, how can IPOB be killing Reverend Pastor? And do you think even Vatican can fight us? They can't. But we stand between the living and the dead. But I want to tell you how they strike. IPOB killed Reverend Father in Anambra. We have been in Anambra looking for the dead body of this Reverend Father. We didn't even see the dead body of Reverend Father. We didn't see the 5 people killed by IPOB because we don't do such. The Reverend Father, in quote, that is being propelled by Yoruba Gota media that IPOB killed, they forcing them to sit at home. The Reverend Father supposedly supposed to be from Anambra. The Reverend Father supposed to be from Unewi. The Reverend Father was supposed to be a Biafra. This is how they strike. That reminds me of Ozobolo. Ozobolo, Fulani herdsmen came, shot everybody in the church. The first allegation or attack was IPOB. IPOB has killed people in Ozobolo. Then the next minute, because IPOB was on the watch, he turned to some Igbo brother in South Africa who are drug barons. All of a sudden, the Igbo brothers who are drug barons in South Africa appear in that church and wash away their hand. Today, it's a myth, but we know what is happening. Of course, a Reverend Father was attacked in Anambra. But of course, it is Fulani headsmen. But to tell you how they behave, we are waiting for Nigeria to issue a press statement. It's not talking by the side of the corner. But what am I saying in effect? They are saying this so that we spend our time defending ourselves. That is how they strike. So we will not be telling you that, okay, do you know that the sit-at-home was successful? They're distracting us. We will not talk about, we will not be defenders. Oh, we didn't kill anybody. Why will you kill you? Who are you? When we are ready for you, we will tell you. That was why when I see how hopeless Asari became, I pity him. Of course, he's one of them. Hey, how can you kill Prophet Nwoko? Prophet Nwoko. You are crying more than the bereaved. Prophet Nwoko, the Amazon and the canopy has strength for. You didn't come on social media to appreciate him. You cry more than the bereaved. We know how you strike. Demon, dreaded demon with 2 heads. We will behead all of you. And you will bleed shame and disgrace. All of a sudden, the people cry, oh, they killed Prophet Nwoko. Nwoko is killed by Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB murdered him in a pool of blood. They couldn't show you the pool of blood. But the next thing, having blackmailed IPOB, then they came on the next chapter. And said, now we have to borrow Prophet Nwoko. Please, he send us money. Pay the money inside this account. Account to C7, 8, 9, 10. Union Bank of the Zoo called Nigeria. So that we can give Prophet Nwoko befitting burial. All set, Anna. And now you know the truth. The same way, they do not want you to circulate this news. They want you as IPOB member to be running. Nigerian Gota media, Nigerian police investigate the death now. I thought IPOB killed one Reverend Father. And 5 others. Only for me this evening now. Look at one hour Salama Jirima. He said IPOB attacked a priest and 5 people died. Okay, it's attack now, not killed. Hopeless people. But that is to distract us. The sit-at-home was not observed. BBC with CNN with Yoruba Gota media, all of them will go inside the village and say, hey, you people didn't go to market today. Why did you not film all email? Why did you not go and film Ikoku? Obosisi na Imo State, Obosisi na Port Harcourt, Obosisi na Enugu, Obosisi na Ebonyi, Obosisi na Abo, Obosisi Ebeni na Obosisi. Why did you not video them? We are going to Obo Awosa, Ndiushi. It's only audio you have as a video. Go to the Facebook, go to the Instagram, go to the Twitter, go to every social media.
even to go safe, you will see evidence of compliance. Stop deceiving yourself. If you think what you are saying is true, let me give you condition. Please, Nigerian Gota Media and BBC Igbo, give us the picture of a major market that was open, a major market that was open for business in Biafra land. Give us the picture of a school and offices where that was not locked down here in Biafra land as a proof that you are saying the truth. With the exception of Obawosa or Fulani, Alamajiri enclaves, maybe in Omuahia, in Asaba, and other area, give us evidence. Bring the pictorial evidence. You see? So why are you deceiving yourself? But of course, the ones that even refuse to obey that instruction, because they are watered down with Yoruba and Hausa blood, what happened to them? Nature fought against them. Did they not chase any of you? Tell me the state in Biafra land where they did not chase all of you away. So those of you who eventually were paid to come and say, oh, with this repair IPOB, you now move like a monkey and a chimpanzee that you are, very mature bushmeat. You now went to your shop and open. Now person tell you to close. How much did you sell? If any word or no. Shame will kill all of you. And so when you see Nigerian Gota Media trying to blackmail you, when we are fighting for freedom, understand it is their job to do. It is in their nature to lie. Let them lie, but we will undo their lie. IPOB kill Reverend Father, IPOB kill Imam, IPOB is it to how long will you think you will lie this thing and have your way? You will never. We are here to expose you at every inch. The police will be investigating. All of you calling Nigeria radio to condemn IPOB that they kill Reverend Father. Shame on all of you. Give us the dead body. Where are the 5 men? Fulani headsmen are now the kidnapper. Nigerian army are now the kidnapper. DSS are now the kidnapper. Boko Haram are the kidnapper. All of them are the same people. Shame on all of you. Hey, IPOB kill a Reverend Father. A Reverend Father. There are certain things I do not want to see. But I challenge you, Almighty Zoo and Igbo BBC British government. I challenge you. It's a shame. All IPOB members, all Biafrans who are not even members of IPOB, who work with Shell, SPDC, in Port Harcourt, I do not know of any other state, that observe the seat at home. As I'm speaking to you, they have sacked all of them. But tomorrow, if you can't be there, you will join them. Very soon, you will hear Shell. We tell you, oh, we are support of Biafra. That is when they discover they've been defeated. But let me tell you, all those Biafran you are sacking now because they observe sit at home. Do you think it will change anything? Don't worry. You will push us to the war, and that you have done. And there is nowhere to push us to. It shall boomerang. This hulobalo you have caused in Biafra now, it will boomerang. It will get to all of you. You have no idea. It's a monster. They attack you so that you spend your time defending yourself. No, we didn't kill anybody. We would have given a fresh statement. IPOB did not kill anybody. How can we kill anybody? Do you know we are law-abiding citizens? That is what you want us to do. It's a lie. We know your kind, but we are only saying it so the world will know how you operate. We're just saying it, but we must continue, so that the world will understand what Nigeria is all about. All this is just to attack so that we'll not be able to remain focused, so that we'll be distracted. The second head is to make sure that you become guilty of a sin that you never committed. This will remove your spiritual backup as well as physical backup. Why are they attacking you? To make you feel guilty. If you feel guilty, what will it lead to? What will it amount to? The moment you are guilty, you lose your spiritual backup and physical backup. There are many countries of the world who understand what you are going through. Let me tell you, there are countries you go to. You don't need to tell them you are Biafra. Tell them, when they ask you, where do you come from? Say, I'm from Kwashoko country. There are countries that know that another name for Biafra is Kwashoko country. They teach their children. When you say you are a Biafran, they see you as somebody from Kwashoko country. When you say you are a Biafran, they see you like somebody from Children Republic. When you say you are a Biafran, they see you as somebody who need help. They have different names they call us. But I'm happy that when you say you are in Nigeria, they see you as a criminal, they see you as evil, they see you as a demon that you truly are. There are countries you go to, they ask you, where do you come from? Tell them, I come from, well, what do they call this criminal's name? Because you know, you really don't need to understand their name. You just say you come from one of these Kwashoko syndrome country. They know where you come from. But that is what they did. But they keep accusing you. Igbo do this, Igbo do that, Igbo do this, Igbo do that. People will not be, they own not too much, and only you there, and only you there, and then they will turn their back on us. And now we've turned our back on you anyway, because when the world turn their backs on us, we will turn our back on the world. And at the end of the day, what is the lie all for? We are at peace now because we are watching them. Now, recently, when you hear of 419, Nigerian involved in deception, in forgery, in fraud across the globe, all of a sudden, no more Biafran is a ritualist. You can hardly see a Biafran who is pushing drug. You hardly see a Biafran who is a Yahoo boy. You hardly see a Biafran who is a terrorist. But before IPOB, Biafrans was everything, even in personification, because the Yoruba Gota media were there to do their job. They did it very well. They did it very well. Well, the moment they make you feel guilty, you lose your spiritual backing. Everybody will say, you're own too much, and only you did there. Everything, you. Are you the only person there? Because nobody will speak for you. And the moment you feel guilty, they get you. And that will be the end of you. Our fathers have suffered for this in time past. Our fathers suffered dearly for it. You go down to those generation, those gallant breed of Biafrans, generation of 1967 to 1970. I take time and I listen to their song. One of them say, don't call me rebel. Nigerian terrorists, don't call me rebel. You are a foreigner. I'm a citizen. These are the weapons of blackmail. I'm in my own father's house. You brought fight to my house. You are the one telling the global community that I'm a rebel. Now you know. But I'm happy that our father didn't spend their time defending themselves, but they sent a message back home. Just the same way tonight. I'm not trying to defend Biafrans. I'm not defending IPOB. I'm not here to defend myself. I'm just here to announce your shame and disgrace for you, hopeless people. Go and rewrite the news. It's on the net already. Hey, IPOB killed a reverend father who refused to obey sit-at-home order, and they killed 5 other people. You see, your Boko Haram, they lose out. They lose out. They couldn't deliver because God was with the reverend father. You people can't survive. You couldn't survive. Like I said, when we want to kill you, we will tell you. Look at Nyangodu is there. Look at all the people committed atrocity against us. Bruta is there. You think any war will save any of these people? On daily basis, we cry. On daily basis, we make our voice to heard. On daily basis, we make you understand our stand. Very soon, we will know. You will be the one. You will be the one to call us for negotiation. You think we are here to joke? Am I bending my mouth to talk to you? You don't need we must beware that in this journey, that animal, that monster with true dreaded head must be beheaded. Get ready to deal with blackmail. Get ready to deal with guilt. Because when it strikes you with the head of blackmail, it will bring you back and hit you down completely with guilt. If you are not morally right, if you are not divinely barricaded, they will bring you down. Look at how they are trying to criminalize IPOB. They want us to continue defending ourselves. Do you know how many millions, billions we have spent in Nigerian court? But does it change anything? They know the truth already. Let them continue with the work of blackmail. But our light will always outshine their darkness. And if they put us in darkness, we shall become the darkness that demands the light. For in the end, we do not want to conquer anybody. We just want our freedom. So I should say, in a closing remark to Biafrans across the globe, who worked very hard to make sure that the sit-at-home order was observed. It's just a little challenge to the Yoruba Gota media. I just give you a little challenge. Number one, I have asked you tonight to prove that Biafrans did not comply. Give us a picture, a footage of any major market in Biafra land that opened yesterday. Put it on net, publish it tomorrow. You see, you'll be disgraced. Show us any market, major market in Biafra land. Outside those people who you have organized, you now say, okay, you follow this roundabout, you follow here, you now video there, you see everywhere is moving. Are you not ashamed? You come to Aba Road in Port Harcourt, anything from 7 to 11, there is hold up. All of a sudden, you can see 2-3 motor. But did we ask every motor to park? No. Because we understand ambulance will move. Emergency vehicles and people who have emergency issues have to move. Shame on all of you. Go to Asaba Head Bridge. There is always hold up. That morning, go to you, BBC, give us the footage. Shame on all of you. But we are Biafrans. And that is the truth. We are Biafrans and we love Biafran. The main important message I'm passing to you is that in this journey, you must get ready to be blackmailed. You must get ready because there is nothing they will do. There is nothing they will do. They will stop at nothing to make sure that they finish you. They destroy you completely. But the journey continues. So fellow Biafrans, will you hear Nigerian Gota media passing any information for you? They are lying to you. Just look at them in that their radio station. Call them and make them understand that their lie will not prevail against the Biafra nation. We will stand on the truth even unto the end. Because at the end, we are Biafrans. I'll be back in a minute.
We show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. We will show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. Biafra's story is the most touching and painful story in the world. Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. Oh, we should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing.
Yes, at this moment, our lines are open. Biafra is the destination. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Go ahead, please. I do not know why your voice seems to be very low.
Okay. Thank you, Mazi.
Try and speak up, please.
Okay, Mazi, thank you for the good work you are doing for us. We have just that job yesterday. We were very, very, very nice yesterday. I'm very happy. That's why I'm also appreciative. Thank you, Mazi. Also appreciate my leader and the camera.
Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network, but we must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
This is female line, you should not be calling it. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Onyibe.
Good evening from here, your name please.
Udo won Onyibe. Udo won. They want to be Biafra worldwide. And I'm Ekenuno. Mazi kwe komelo one na name na Ekenuno. Mazi Onyibe. Ana mawapolo mbole mba na abani a. Maka na mbole mba amaro na ezi na atu egwu. Nna wapukalo hamadike mbole mba. Nga wapukalo ogbu efi uche mmefo mbole mba. Nga wapụla ogbu efi niile nọ n'ala Biafra mbole mba n'abalị a. Nga wapụla ndị yom ndị ụmụ okpu adaọla lọrọ niile nọ n'ala Biafra. Ụmụ okolo, ụmụ agbọghọ, ụmụ kriketi ọkpa. Anụmanụ niile nọ na be anyị, ukwu osisi niile nọ na be anyị, mmiri niile nọ na be anyị, aja na izụdoro ọkpa na be anyị. Ihe ọwụwa na-eme ezigbo ihe nọ na be anyị, ana m awapụla ha mbole mba n'abalị a. Ana awapụla ha mbole mba n'abalị a. Ebe ọ bụla ha nọ, ha bilite n'olugo n'ọmme. Olugo n'ọmme. Olugo n'ọmme. Olugo n'ọmme. Olugo n'ọmme. Ugbo ezi Onyibe. Onye egwu ka a na-eme. Maka na eji ogwugwu ọṅụrụ udo. Ugbo efi Onyibe. Onye uju ogwugwu ọṅụrụ udo. Amakwa nna m na-apụta ọfụma ogbu efi. Ogbu efi Onyibe, ama nna m na-apụtakwa ọfụma.
Of course you are. Go ahead, please.
Good. Ogbu efi Onyibe, anyị ezigo mba ụwa ozi. We have messaged the world again. And our message is moving around the world, the whole wide world. And we owe nobody any apology for that. I remember as you Chinedu we come one na Nimo. I come from Nimo. Numu nana bo mwadu omeke. Nkedu no bulu umudunu. Umudunu no bulo. Egbengu du no bulo Nimo. Nimo wedu no bulo njikoka. And njikoka wedu no bulo Omambara. Nkedu no bulo Biafra. Ebim na ala Italy. When I look at coordinator of IPOB here in Como, Italy. Umunne manu meke nuno Sangole. Nudi nkuputa unukuputa lo. Na ala nai. Obi duptem na nugwangole. Ọgbadula agbajebe niile nya. Awe na asiko to dịrị Chukwu okike abịama. Dịrị ala Biafra. Dịrị uche mmefọ dịrị Ogbuefi Nnamdi Okwu Kanu. Dukwelu Ogbuefi Onyibe. Dịrị Ogbuefi niile nọ n'ala Biafra. Igbo bụrụ nze mmụọ ọzọ ekene m unu. Biafra mụrụ nze mmụọ ọzọ ekene m unu. Asị m unu na mgbịrịgba mụrụ na ezi na-atụ egwu. No ihe egwu ka a na-eme. Onye si na isi aja wabịa aja nọ nke ka o eji wee chụ ọ dị n'ọfọ ndị ichie ise Ogbuefi Onyibe a sị na ọmaka ya emela anyị n'ụbọchị niile nke ndụ anyị. Biafrans worldwide, lovers of freedom and friends of Biafra, I greet you all this evening. My name remains Mazi Chinedu Nwoyaga Negwu, and I still remain in Italy. I will bring this message about our brothers and sisters that is still in prison now in Enugu. Egwatu Chooks and Co. I heard that they are still in the prison. We need to alert IPOB leadership and our.
My brother, regarding to that issue, I wonder who is circulating that information. All these 142 persons are locked up in Enugu, and IPOB has sent a lawyer to represent them. Their case will be coming up on the 7th of this month, according to Nigerian terrorists. And so when I see those messages online, alert IPOB leadership, I wonder where that message is coming from. Go ahead, please.
We are moving ahead. We are moving ahead. Thank you very much, Mazi. We're moving ahead. So our wave is on air. We did it. And we tell those that are talking blah blah that we don't come to talk blah blah. We come to do action. This is the time of action, because this time we want to teach our people what is the meaning of human resources. It's very, very important. Because we got what they call human resources. We don't care. We don't even care about the mineral resources we got in our land. With our human resources, we move this planet in any direction they want it. Yes. So we come to show our people, to tell our people the way to move. Those that are living fake life, stop faking your life. Stop it, because it leads to suicide and others. You must tell your mind. There is what Onyibe said this evening. He says that if they want to treat your fuck up, Zoo people want to treat, if they want to treat your fuck up, they would like you to feel guilty. That word you see Onyibe, that sentence Onyibe made this evening is very huge. And that is what they are using against our brothers and sisters in the zoo. They will be pleading. While they are not the one that is guilty. They are not the one that is guilty. But he is pleading like he is guilty. Because of why? They already made him feeling guilty. Mazi Onyibe, you are very, very, very great. You are very, very great. If I didn't hear your voice, like this, it seems I'm losing something. So keep on, keep the good work, keep the fire burning. We all go bad. We said before that we never stand out to deal with Nigeria. We are moving around the world to show the world how we are and how we remain, so that they see. Because okay. When 2008, 2009, I traveled to Switzerland. It's a man from Switzerland. He asked me where I come from. I tell him that I come from Biafra. He said, what? Did anybody remain in Biafra? I say, hey, what are you talking about? We remain many. My father is among of those that remain. And he get about 8 children. You see? Likewise, others, those get 9, 10, 12, you know. So anybody you see moving around here, if you ask him where he come from, and he say he come from Nigeria, know that he is a Biafra, you know. And I continue telling this man now tell me that that they didn't believe that people remain in Biafra upon everything they did to us. I said to him, we remain many, you know. The man is the person that tell me that what will divide Nigeria is around the corner. I don't know what he means. He now tell me that whether I know what is called Boko Haram. I said no, I never heard about it. He tell me Boko Haram will divide Nigeria, and that is it. You know, only that thing Boko Haram did followed what you know, amalgamation that have expired. Followed the way our people die in the desert, the way our people die on top of Mediterranean Sea, the kind treatment our people are receiving, the way they migrated, you know, all those things. And we continue alerting to our brothers and sisters. Some people are still talking blah, blah, blah. But we don't care. We are not looking at anybody's face. We are looking only Almighty Chukwu Kabiama, because he is the giver of everything, you know. Onyibe, Biafra is already restored. Only what we are doing is to put the roots, you know, the taproot already there. We are trying to put some stems, all those stems, to arrange them so that to move on. Because our people, let me say it clear to everybody. We must follow instructions. We must obey the rules and the regulations. It's important. It's not the time of you do head. No, you follow instructions. You follow instructions and obey the rules and the regulations. You know, that is what we come here to do, to carry on our responsibilities, to teach our people the way of life, because they have treated us the way they treat us. And don't forget that only 5 embassies is what we need in Biafra land. Only 5 embassies, continent by continent. I continue saying it. Continent by continent. British government can never bring down their embassy in Biafra. That's what I want everybody to know. That is what I want everybody to know. Biafra, let everybody stand up and say the 5 embassies, continent by continent, African continent, American continent, European continent, Asia, Middle East. That is it. Not to come and carry their congested embassy, come and carry and put in our land. No, we don't need it. You know, we continue saying that what the whole world are working now is only immigrations, migrants. They are working only on migrants. Every news, migrant, every news, migrant. And they are the cause of that migrant that is migrating, going everywhere. They are the cause of that migrant migrating everywhere. And they are pointing fingers at them, talking against them. Instead of them to put things in order, they couldn't put things in order. But we are telling them that company is already formed. It's already formed. That company calls you. It's already formed, and we will fall it. Onyibe, I'm overjoyed is killing me this night. You know, overjoyed is killing me this night. Thank you, all help Biafrans worldwide. Thank you, Hamadike. Hamadike, you remain number 1. You remain number 1. Nobody to compare you. Nobody, Hamadike, nobody to compare you. Thank you, Onyibe. Keep on the good work.
Thank you.
Thank
we
you.
must
All
continue. All hail Biafra.
Biafra will help you.
Yes. It's just like the point you just made now, my brother just made. Everybody said, immigrant, they are immigrating, they are migrating, we will build fence, but you are the one who have made their land inhabited. They can't live in their whole land again because of your policy, and you want to build fence. We shall see how it ends. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here, your name and where are you calling from?
Let me speak in my dialect. Ana m ekenekwa onye isi anyị bụ director Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ekenekwa Uche Mefo, na-ekene nne anya n'ihe niile agba mbọ ka ọ bụ na Biafra bịa na Biafra. Esi m na Unit 1, Obosi, Wanakwa. I'm a member of IPOB. So I'm a lot of my day. I'm a lot of my Obosi and I keep Obosi above not shut down. No movement. Even Mark Comegu, only open another one. So you have an Dizuna and a color one. Or Abronic and a color. So when I saw this quite Nambobna kept na program. I na adequate happy. Nana, I want them one day a harmful over there. After that, you speak. But I want to hand it to a harmful in the local government. This is the local government in Enugu State, Biafra land. I'm actually on your blame, my lab on your. You below me below the below Ola. Good shake after Biafra. Yeah, Biafra will be here as of time. Love again and do to me. It's here, Kalile. Yelling Yaranga. Now, all end of Fanigala, our Kubuan, a fail and iron. Then it's behind Ronald. Go going to shift out of the now. And you're the la, Abagala Bada. So, I can over. Although join IPOB. My Onyibe, I can get in there. Forgive me this chance to express my feeling to my people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Yes.
Turn down your radio set. Turn down the volume of your radio.
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Turn down your radio or you move away from your radio. Caller on the line.
Hello.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Aba. My name is Clinton Square. I'm from Okwa West. You may Zeki as a north in Biafra land. So, Mazi, I want to tell you that we did for me devil. And everything yesterday go well. We thank you, Kadiama, that everything goes well in Biafra land, especially in Aba. We do everything, make sure that we do everything to make sure that we respect our brothers that died from 1967 to today. They are killing us. So thank you. Another thing I want to tell you is that Magic FM, that line that we didn't observe sit at home yesterday. Those people, they are lying. Especially Magic FM in Aba. They are lying. So, our people that they are lying against us. It's lie. So, we are not listening to them. We are moving forward. Encouraging us people to stand up and do the needful. They don't wake up. We are not going again. We are moving forward. So,
thank you very much. We must continue. You know, when I heard Nigeria Info mentioning the name of IPOB, I say, these people have repented. Because when it's time to give glory to IPOB, they will say, the Mozob and their leader, supposedly self-acclaimed leader, Mazinan the Kano. But this morning when they said IPOB, IPOB, sit at home order was not obeyed, I say, the next time IPOB kill Reverend Father, they kill priest and they kill 5 other people. IPOB. Since when do you begin condemning people even before giving them access to defend themselves? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
my name is Obiame.
This line is for the female, please. Nobody should call the female line, please. But whatever they are doing, whatever they intend to do, whatever they have to do, we are waiting for them. We are there before them. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Victoria, calling from Nnewi.
Go ahead, please, Ada.
I want to thank IPOPO. I love the good work you people are doing. God bless you people.
Thank you very much.
Please, I have a question to answer.
Go ahead, please.
Where can we locate you people?
You are in Nnewi.
Yes, I'm at Nnewi now.
Okay, you will send me a text message. Just write Nnewi.
You say what?
Just send me a text message. Write Nnewi.
Yeah.
I will know you are the person. I will respond to you.
Atogoja.
You say you are in Nnewi. Am I correct?
Yes.
I say send me
now.
a text message. Do you stay in Nnewi or what?
I say at Nnewi now.
Okay, so just send me a text message. Nnewi. Just write only Nnewi. I will respond to you.
Okay, text message, yeah?
Yes, just write Nnewi.
Okay. I will do that, eh?
It's all right. Thank you very
I
much.
so much love your work.
Thank you very much.
Okay, God bless you, eh?
All right. Good night from you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Caller on the line. And where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. I would suggest you turn down the volume of your radio set.
Okay, I've turned it down, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so my name is Kano Daniel Emenike. I'm calling from Isikwato, precisely. I reside in Zakoli. I'm the one of the students that called you last week, and I told you that I am going to light a candle for my fallen heroes before I move to school. And I did that, and I also received at home yesterday. Yesterday I was hearing I was hearing the Few Republic news. They were talking about IPOB killed 5 people. This at home was not observed. I called the caller and told him that only what you need is Biafra. We should stop parading fake news and lies against IPOB and religious will of Biafra. I want to use this opportunity to talk to my fellow people in my language. I also talk to them in their own language. I want to tell the world that enough is enough. Enough is enough. Please, I'm begging the world leaders to come right now before we become too late. Come and do something about us. Give us our freedom. We can't live with jihadist people. We can't live with deadly people because I was born in North. I grew up in North. Sometimes I get mad at people that come online and talk rubbish and speak nonsense. I grew up in North. I know these people. They are beasts, killers, blood suckers. I know them too well. I know them. But nobody can tell me about Hausa or Fulani man. I know them very, very well. They are wicked and hatred upon you is too much. So I want also to tell students. If you are a student, listen to me now all over the world. What are you using your Android phone to do? You're using your techno phone. What are you using it to do? Why can't you use that phone and write to the world? Why can't you use that phone and comment on IPA program? Why can't you use that phone and fight for this freedom? You use that phone and type I love you, I do this, and type nonsense on your phone. I want to tell the students all over the world, if you're a youth, precisely, and you are from a Biafra, I want to rise up right now. Use that phone that you're using. Use that technology, Twitter, anywhere. Tweet all over the world. Tweet to the United States of America. Tweet everywhere. Tell the world that we are due to go and want to go. And again, I want to tell them in their language. Muku. Kundambaza Iska. Gofidambazam Jamuku Zamutopi. Kimufidu Owanku. I'm not Jamuku Yanzu. Allah says, see Namuku Alabaraka. But people gain Masala in Sufi. And Jamuku Yanzu, Biafra Yazo, I'm Yazo. Say Biafra Bawanyabu, say Biafra Bawanyabu. Jamuku Oruku. I'm not going to Yanzu. Thank you, my leader. God bless you. Whenever I hear your voice, I feel happy, I feel strong. Mexico Okichabiama, bless my able leader, Mazan Nanikano, bless my deputy director, Mazi Chomofo, and also bless you, Onyibe, God will bless you. All hail Biafra. Biafra will live.
Thank you.
Biafra forever. Biafra nothing else. Biafra in the name of Chiko Kikadiama, I pray.
See, thank you. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Go ahead, please.
Good evening. Shalom, sir.
Shalom.
Happy sister home.
The same to you.
So much. I have had all you said before. Especially, I want to understand, but let me use my dialect. For years now, I know the Radio Biafra. And since you know about Radio Biafra, last night I went to Radio Biafra. It made me sick because of my sight. But the one day, that was last year September. Look, I don't know about Biafra. Only 2 movies. Since then, yeah, many Biafra or Biafra. And a man can quote about this sit at home. You know, all that you know, Magahama, only come when they different up. I got it easy. I can send you at Timothy, jogging in at no Biafra. But this thing does the Great Biafra. When they follow listening in our Ghana.
Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. We must continue. Yes, call on the line.
Please, call the female number. I don't have the female number.
This number is the female number. If you don't have the male
number, call the male number.
I cannot do that now, but stand by. I will call the number again.
Okay.
Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good
evening.
Okay. I am a student.
The reason why you are waiting is because you are listening to your radio. And when you continue that way, I will cut you off. Please. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from?
My brother from another womb.
How are you? Very fine. Go ahead, please.
My beloved brother, much more Kabiama. Getting from here, my beloved brother. Okra Lewe, who are Webana, I water them there. Family. Mazia bless, my beloved brother. My respect, my honor, my greetings go to our able leader, His Excellency, our Lord, Namodi Okukalo, Kamalos, of Emerezu, the sister go presume, Anya, on your chin, our able deputy, Waka, and Wakas into Kwasobi, which I'm for, and a watch at under the leadership of IPOBs. My brother, it was very, very, very successful acting yesterday. Yesterday, the Biafrans had decided, have shown that that land belonged to us. Ihabula Hamadike Kuruhenemana, the Biafra, Ibwenwezi, Honorable Biafra, or Hamadike, and the leadership of IPOBs. We love them, we appreciate all of them. I'm calling from Vienna now. Austria. Vienna was very, very okay. Coordinator here and the Biafrans here, all of them, they are very, very welcoming. This is a good family. We don't segregate. We feel at home. Everything was okay. Everything went well. Just like my branch in Stockholm, my able coordinator, them Namdioka. Everybody did well in Stockholm. Likewise in Omaka. Sunday, Wachku did very well. I am from Omaka. Omaka is in Njaba, in Olo, in Primo province of Biafra land. I love this. Our brother spoke last night as Hausa. We love that. We appreciate his courage, and I will appreciate and I will put to all Biafrans. If you know any other language you speak there, to reach that to Zoo. If you know how to speak Yoruba, speak it. After speaking in your own dialect, speak to let them hear. It is time to go in peace or in pieces. We are no longer begging. We are no longer begging. They will call us like you rightly say. If they fail to call us, I don't know how to end. But we are believing God. We are believing Chuko Kabiama that they will understand what is waiting for them, because you always say, "My man is your man." Always I got man. Always I man. Okay. Many and a hair. Let the cloud are gathering. But
The
let
rain
them
must
thank
fall.
God.
The rain must fall.
No, definitely, it's 100%. It's 100%. But before then, we have to, like somebody called in your program, yes, they one from Malaysia. I love that, and I still maintain, because he was saying, all those saboteurs in Biafra land, I think they have known that the leader I went to Biafra land. It was very, very successful, both in Biafra land and abroad. Biafrans all over the world, we tried. We have shown that that place belongs to us, and we dictate the pace. The governor don't dictate the pace. Those of them claiming they are representing their Biafra is a lie. They are not representing, or they are representing their family and their stomach. So it's time they repent. Otherwise, we will not tell them what is going to happen. We will take them by surprise. And that Biafra land will not contain all of us. The revolution will start in that Biafra land. We have given enough grace for them. We have given them enough grace. The governors or whatever they call themselves. I don't want to mention them. I don't need to mention them. But let them know that Nahaga no hosh prehanya or Quazan on a hosh preha. Director Ahuna here. Design or the now hosh the one and a woman and I saw Hana Urania Amania dear. In a country that yesterday, what do they call it? The government, the swearing of the whole president of a country. No ex-president was there. No international observers was there. So what does that tell you? My brother Buddha Director so no hag I didn't and the hard one on the offer one is supposed to say European hand church about I can or turn up on your Mazi, continue the good work. Chuko Kat my Zucha, when I get I water rumble. What I name is my brother.
Thank you very much.
Nah, no, my dear, we are with you. Good.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello,
Yes.
Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
Onyibe, good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Okechukwu Ejikon. I'm a native of Umubumawa in Olo province, Biafra land. Onyibe, I want to appreciate you so much. My topic is today. Meanwhile, I'm a member of I'm a IPOP member na Omo Abasement Unit. And my coordinator is David Ichemezeni. All quality impact on a ballet, on a military to the Mayana Deputy Mancho. I am 100% comfortable with your topic today. And the topic is the whole world will bear us witness that even then we have and they can never tell us our story. Always that I know my story. And don't him say our director. Mazin Namo de Cano, come on, also, not in Papa. We have booked the news of the media. Where is that? I am a cable. Uhunyagama, Abani led the shop down yesterday. Abani led the shop down. Now when you're in a program, I penetration and with my family. I made sure that I did that and I did it perfectly. Now, this is sit at home. I have Palanda. Let the Nigerian government bear it in mind that I need to quack because we the highest resources in life is human resources. They can't continue to bring us down. Let these people understand that we are human beings that once peacefully we want to go. Oh, you know, Biafra is our country. It's our nation. for that about water. We are Biafrans. We are wa. You don't do the one we do. Britain, let them forget about us and manage themselves. Then I would show my hand over. Promise in that this present generation of Biafra must restore Biafra. Every network was more energy. I trust Biafra. Every single saboteur in Biafra like the dog energy because all your plan when a mistake is do what you go down. All your plan who are not sabo. I'm not really immediately. We must restore Biafra this time. And Biafra got this year. That's I'm assuring you that even before not 2 months time, I am seeing it as a clear vision from now to 2 months time. Everybody go sign lawyer who China Yamaragina man Onyibe, Yamaragin Manori, Yamaragin Manafo, Yamaragin Manafo. They were my brother.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Make sure you're calling from Mary.
Go ahead.
So I want to speak on my own dialect too.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think I can make it on the you really need that you need the Biafra seriously because we need it. We need it. So I thank for the good work in my life. Biafra must come by the special grace of God. So thank you for your good work. Thank you.
Thank
we
you.
need it seriously.
Thank you very much. And there is no two ways about that.
Thank
Good
you.
night from here. Yes, sir. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you.
Go ahead, please.
Bless you. My prayer this night, and not only this night, every day, is God to keep you alive for us. You will see the Biafra with your family, and you will enjoy Biafra until you become old. All the hairs in your hair will become white. You become very, very old. Before you will go where our Father in heaven prepared for us. The same with Uchemofona and the Carlo, our leader. The same with Yemapuafu. The same with all Biafrans, hardcores, including me and my family, those at home and those abroad. And I pray also for God to continue to be encouraging us until we restore Biafra in our time. In the name of our Lord Master Jesus, I pray. Amen. Onyibe, I had your analyst today. It looked funny. You know, this so-called zoo, I don't blame Trump. When Trump called them shithole, there's a reason why Trump called them shithole. You know, those zoo media, they think that the world is full, like them. It looked funny when they are telling the world that there was no seat at home yesterday. They don't know that this world see everywhere. They see the zoo, even more than the zoo see themselves. They don't know that EU have international satellites that monitor every corner of the world, that even see you when you are sleeping in your bedroom. They see how every part of Biafra land is very, very, very dry yesterday. The same thing with the United States, the same thing with Asia. All of them knows what happened. They know that there's 101% record sit at home yesterday. So, you know, but zoo, Nigeria, they have no shame. They don't have shame of lying. If they can go and bring somebody from Sudan and present as their president, as dead Buhari, they are not ashamed of that. If they can turn the election that won by Atiku Abubakar, that is open and clear between black and white before everybody, they are not ashamed to turn it and say that Buhari won it. What else they can do anything? What else they cannot do? So they have no shame. The world is laughing at them. But I congratulate our people yesterday for the 100% sit at home. I congratulate them. Let me tell you, you know what happened? If our point in international community or in EU or in UN, US, Europe, Asia, if they expect maybe 90% point or 95% point or 100% point before we will get Biafra, assuming we are at 80 before yesterday sit at home, now we are at 99. Because the more any step we make is adding point. Any step we make is adding point. This is how they count it in international community. So this is why our leader says, and our coordinator of North America, anything our leader tell you to do it. It is to achieve something. Maybe you who did it, who start home, you don't know the meaning of start home, but it's here. The record of sit at home is already ranking, shaking everywhere. Even the government know, but they don't want people down there to know that there is nothing like Nigeria anymore. They are just camouflaging people. They're just acting thin for those people at home there. So I thank God for our people yesterday, all men, women, and children who started home yesterday to honor our fallen hero and heroine. Those who die for us to live. Thank God for them. I bless them and I encourage them to continue. Very soon, we will raise up the Biafran flag as it is written. Thank you, Mazi Onyibe. Thank you. Continue.
Thank you
Go
very
on.
much.
May God bless you.
We must continue. Yes. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here.
My name is the former Igwe. I'm calling from Aguilera.
Go ahead, please.
I can also
Go ahead.
achọrọ m ikene ndị Biafra niile nọ n'ala Igbo ma ndị n'ebe niile dị iche iche maka ihe mere ihe site na ọdịrị. Hello.
Go ahead, please. The world is listening. Gawaniru.
Yes. The only thing I know is that and the Biafra niile atara nka. That sit at home ahụ o mere ọfụma. Maka nwere ekele Chineke na onye mere ka o ji otu ahụ maka na ọdịrị ize Chineke na-aga na-agbakwa anyị ume ihe na-abụ ebumnobi anyị ọ ya pụtacha ife ndị asị na Biafra ga-ama mbịara ọ ga-anọ n'onwere anya ma na-abụ Biafra ya bịa n'isi njedebe Chineke nna ga-eme ya bịa n'isi njedebe aka na-ekpuchiri ọnwa maka na anyị nwa bụ ọnwa ka anyị bụ ụmụ Igbo bụ ọnwa ka ha bụ ebe ọ bụla Igbo nọ n'ọkirike na-ekiri ka ekiri Chineke ya gba Nnamdi Kanu ume ebe ọ bụla ọ nọ Chineke ya na-enye ume na-edu ume na-enye amamife o wee dugide anyị duru anyị na that promised land ahụ ekwela anyị na nkwa n'uche mmefọ ndị niile na-agba mbọ isi na Biafra abịa n'isi njedebe Chineke ya emebisie nye kpam nwere ihe ọbụla ga-apụ ya a ma asị ụmụ nwaanyị ibe m ma ụmụaka onye ọbụla anya ebe ele ma ọbụla nwere ọchịchị esi so that ihe nke anyị bido nwa na asụsụ ọbụla ọ bịa n'isi njedebe a ma ya Chineke na tebiko ya na-enyela ndị ụzọ nke ga-eme na anyị ga-afụ ife maka ndị na-amarọ ndị kafa mmalite nke anyị na-ekwu maka asị m ụmụ Biafra ebe ọbụla aba nọ na jide ike na ọdịrị ma nwoke ma nwaanyị na jide ike na ọdịrị ndị nwafụ Jọọji Onyibe ọdịrị iwepụta ọgbọ ji onye na-eme ụdịrị niile Chineke nna ga-agbago onye ga-amamihe ekiri echime na-etu anyị n'aha Jizọs.
You see. Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes. Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Mazi George Onyibe. This is Mazi Emmanuel Ezuma. I am calling from Paris. I am an indigenous of Ndi Ejezie. Ndi Ejezie is in Arondi Zog. Arondi Zog is in Imo province, in Biafra land.
Maze, I greet you for this evening lecture and awareness too. I thank Chukwu Kikabiama who has made this very day for us. I greet all Biafrans. Good evening, good morning, wherever you reside. I greet our people for the successful sitting at home yesterday, for honoring our heroes. I greet all of them. You people did wonderful. I greet our people, especially in France here. They massively came out and we did the needful yesterday. I greet all of them. You people are wonderful. So shall it be. It will remain like this from generation to generation. Ise.
Thank you
Maze.
very much.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Maze. You see, you mentioned about BBC Igbo. I want our people to still know something. We must continuously boycotting or liking all this their nonsense BBC Igbo. BBC Igbo was designed to counter our platform. BBC Igbo never mean anything good for the people they claim that they are talking or they are, defending their language or culture. BBC Igbo is another, I am even telling all these our brothers and sisters who are working with them, I know that they will say they need money, they are looking for employment and they this or that. But we are warning them because they are using them to enter into our land, to be confusing people, to be looking for saboteurs, to be, contradicting what we are doing. BBC will never mean anything good for Biafran people. So why should we even even pay attention to that kind of nonsense platform? See what they were. I don't even need to be, I don't listen to them. So we need to be countering them. We need to be, the way you have explained it to this night, we need to be countering them, and we need to also boycotting all of their activities. Anybody to go and even granting them interview, that person, the way they normally twist things. I could remember the time our leader granted them interview, they wanted to twist everything. But if it's not that our leader was so clever to counter them, that was the reason, the time they now start releasing the full interview. So you see that this BBC, they are the devil that we are seeing. But thank God that they can never, both BBC, CNN, all of them, both France, all of them, they are more than useless platforms, because these people are hopeless. They are very easy to go and see where poverty is in Africa, but they can never tell you anything good about Africa. So we must continue boycotting them, because these people doesn't mean any good for Biafra movement. They planted them there because of this kind of event. Whenever we do something, Biafran people do something, they will go and they, put confusion into people. Why can't them create? Is it only Igbos? They want to use it to envy other part of other tribes in Biafra land. Why are they creating a BBC Igbo? Is it why can't they create Ijo or other Anang and other tribes? It's only Igbo BBC, so that we can be worshiping them. No, Britain, your work and your evil activities has failed. So Biafran people are here to free themselves. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you,
George Onyibe.
Thank you very much.
Bless you. Thank you very
And
much.
you too. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Your name and where are you calling from? Call on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network, but we must continue. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Yes, good evening, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, George Onyibe. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, my name is Sunday Owo. I am from Mbojogu in Ebonyi State, Biafra Province. But I am calling you right now from Anambra. I want to be precise. I am a member of IPOB, one of the one day in the three, Vinoya Christians. So I want to congratulate IPOB members who participated in yesterday's event. And before then, I have a music to sing. This music goes to Nigeria media, the Zoo media. So the music goes like this. Ichi mama jinoni romo, ichi mama jinoni romo, ichi mama jinoni romo, ijo yosigi na mangurugo. Ichi mama jinoni romo, ichi mama jinoni romo, ichi mama jinoni romo, ijo yosigi na mangurugo. So this music says, if you want to know me, don't ask my enemy. Because if you ask my enemy, you will tell you that I have died already. I have died still. Just as in the Zoom media was saying yesterday and this morning. Instead of them to say the truth, they said that the sit at home is not go well, that it has partial what and what they call it. But they try to say the word, the truth. Now, they say that some states in Southeast did not obey the sit-at-home order. Why don't they show them the picture of Anambra State, more especially on nature, the biggest market in West Africa? They're supposed to show them, let them know how the place is. Instead of them to do that, they go on to say that Port Harcourt did not comply, Enugu did not comply, but all are lies. They continue telling lies. So, what I want to say the word is that Nigerian media, Nigeria, I call them Nigeria just to let them know that I'm speaking to them direct. Because if I say Zoo, they may claim that they are Zoo, they are not Zoo. But then Nigeria is, in fact, just Onyibe, Zoo is better than Nigeria. You know why I say so? Zoo is better than Nigeria. Because if you go to Zoo, you will find animals in different cages, respectively. But Nigeria is a jungle of the defeated ones where animals mix up and kill each other. That's the way they are killing people in Nigeria. They are killing people, Boko Haram are killing people. There are these other groups which they call, they say criminals. The criminals are killing soldiers and police, and the police cannot apprehend them. So these people, they are a bunch of liars. I would like to talk to my people in my own language. Hello? Okay, I am from Mbojogu, Mbojogu in Ebonyi State, Hauku local government, Ebonyi province. I have a son of and make a long Nemundu Policia, or especially in Ebonyi State, Funduke, Banumbo, Maliva, Iberoyaro, Bive, Kaka, Bive, Kurishi. Now, Shenga joined to advise name. Camera to ye fan name, like Biafra, but if you brave, but you brave name, but you look like that. Biafra is going. One day now. Okay, me. If you know, I know you may be therefore, the bag in Dungo, or especially in Dungo, good apple. Don't do all question there, question, no quaba. They may talk and down Mosha. Ondo, no question, Heko. Napon, but not a roof, when you're blind, your pa, but you like beauty. And they will have if I got a China, got that. Therefore, instead, the bad bag I got China, with your blah. And I beauty. And I put on the house. Anya budundu not Benue. Anya budundu su. Anya budundu Biafra. Also Biafra we carry get to you. Time. Therefore, I'm calling on to all of you to join hands closely and participate in anything that is going on about Biafra. Thank you, Judge Onyibe. Thank you, my director, Sandy Kano. Thank you, Chinamifo. Thank you, other prominent Biafrans, those that are working seriously to see that Biafra is really actualized. Goodbye.
We must continue. Thank you very much, my brother. We are inching closer to the end of this program. Go ahead, please. Caller on the line.
Good evening to you, Master Judge.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. Good evening, fellow Biafran, friends of Biafran and the lovers of freedom. May the blessing of Chukwu Pikadiama, the creator of heaven and earth and the giver of life, continue to guide and protect all those that is supporting the right thing, more especially the restoration of our land, Biafra. My name is Ugo, and I am calling from Enugu province this evening. We will continue to give glory to Chukwu Pikadiama because he was the one that designed this particular generation and tag us Biafran citizens. And that is the reason why we found ourselves in different corners of this planet Earth, and we are equally and saying we want our land back, we shall get. Yesterday he sit at home, he has come and gone. So those of us that observe it, the blessing of Chukwu Pikadiama will continue to follow us. For those of you that disobey the order, think you are more than those people that is in Biafra. You think that IPOB members are full. And that be the reason why some of you are in detention right now as I'm talking. Master George, the point is that here in Enugu province, Chukwu Pikadiama continue to show the evil ones. You know that we told you that you are going to show yourself that sit at home remains one of the best ways to identify the evil ones in our midst. Those people that think that we are joking, those people that is laughing at us. When we arrested, innocent IPOB member will be arrested, you will see them jubilating. When we go to us jubilating, some of them will come out and say, I'm an Igbo, I'm a Nigerian. You will see them jubilating because of our pain, because of our suffering. Yesterday, some of them, we said it on Radio Biafra to them here is that anybody that is going to come out, spiritually and physically, it shall never be well with you. Your business will go down gradually as you disobey the order. Of them, as soon as they disobey the order, they receive it immediately. 19 and 18 are still in detention. They said they are Nigerians and they want to disobey IPOB order. Who arrested you? Have you bothered to ask yourself that question? All those police people that did arrest yesterday, thank you so much. Let's sit at home, please. Make una come out. Can't do so. People to tell them of you that think that the IPOB, what we are doing is a joke. You see the kind of evil that is happening in our land. You see the kind of mayhem, destruction, intimidation that we are facing every day. The people that they killed and they continue to kill us even till this time, we were asked to sit at home, just to observe that sit at home. We are not asking you to come and protest. Nobody asked you to come and protest, and you think that IPOB, they are fools. Some of you, including men, intention, as I'm talking now, the ones in Aba, Rail did not allow them to sell because they want to come and do business. This problem that you are creating, this evil that you all are supporting, you will face it when the time comes. Because I don't know the reason why you fail to recognize the right thing. You have the eyes, but you cannot use it and see. You all are supporting evil.
Thank you very much.
And we are wishing you evil. Mazi, may the blessing of Chukwu continue to guide and protect and strengthen all of you for this wonderful work.
And you too.
Biafra restoration remains our goal, and we must speak. Our people are still in detention, and we are looking forward for their release.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, good night from here. Yes, shortly or briefly, rather, we will be joining our leader in his broadcast at this moment, right there in Atlanta, Georgia. So when the lines are open, of course, if it's open, you are free to call in there as I connect you there. Thank you.
When I'm not there, the USA officers is in America you're seeing in front of you. Do what Madam Erwa just did. She was asked to pay money and she paid. When what she was expecting to see did not materialize, she simply complained. Where is my expectation? There is no need all these challenges and counter challenges. Reserve it for fun. You know something so much. Yoruba media are killing us, so go and fight them. Write your article on your episode to fight for our enemies. But anywhere I go to, and let you know, the Lord is this. Anybody that has the title, coordinate us with, even if it is just unit or a zone or a state. When I have meetings with officers, they are allowed to attend. You know why? Because they have the title. They have the title coordinator to it. They are the little plug in the engine that keeps us on. They are far more closer to the grassroots. But when you go back to your states, you must report to your state coordinator. Listen, please. If I hear that anybody is building alliances outside their state, I won't help you with that person. You can know each other and change numbers, only to learn from one another how to grow IPOB in your area, in your state, as a kind of camaraderie, brotherhood, because I want us to know each other. That is why IPOB is a family. We reach out and say, IPOB one family. I want us to be family in practice. Not by words only, but in practical terms. Because there is nothing we have. The only thing we have is a zoo. Not you. You may disagree on something. It doesn't really matter. But the real enemy is the zoo. But when you are asked to do something, a simple command, you see this thing, don't do it. You proceed to do it.